Here at the International Airport, the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport, the President of the United States of America will receive a ceremonial welcome. He will be received by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, and they share this very special bond. President Trump has often called him my good friend. So we will see the meeting again in India this time. President Trump is being accompanied by the First Lady of America, Madam Melania Trump, and there is also a high-powered delegation that has come, which will discuss various potentialities in business, in defense strategy, and other areas that are related to, say, the Indian Ocean, terrorism, the ecology, and peace and prosperity in this region and indeed the world.
And talking about tweets, in her tweet, Ivanka Trump said, 2 years after joining Prime Minister Modi at the Global Entrepreneurial Summit in Hyderabad, I'm honored to return to India to celebrate that the grand friendship between the world's two largest democracies has never been stronger. So in terms of sequence of events, President Trump and distinguished guests, on their arrival here at the airport, will have a grand reception. They will then go to Sabarmati Ashram, and after their visit to Sabarmati Ashram, they will leave for Motera Stadium. But en route, they will certainly get a spectacular glimpse of the rich cultural heritage of India.
There has been much excitement here in Ahmedabad over the last few days as the city has been spruced up to welcome their special guest. And since early morning, people have gathered to welcome President Trump at the stadium and also along the route. We're just a few moments away from getting the first glimpse of the President of the United States of America, the red carpet being laid out for him, literally and metaphorically, because this is going to be a very special event for India and also for the President himself, and he has expressed his excitement about being in India through his various tweets.
India and America have a strong people-to-people connect as well. A significant Indian diaspora does reside in the United States. There are a lot of American companies here in India. So there has always been a special bonding between the two countries. As we now see the guests alighting from the aeroplane, Ivanka Trump, senior advisor to the Trump administration and daughter of the US President Donald Trump.
So the high-powered delegation that is accompanying the President has certain things on the agenda. which include, of course, looking out for business opportunities. Maybe even cultural exchange. What do you feel, Amit?
Well, one can observe and experience the growing synergy between India and America over the decades. And there are a lot of areas of mutual interest: security, trade, healthcare, communications, digital technology, education, entrepreneurship, energy sector cooperation. India, of course, playing a leading role, forming the International Solar Alliance, as we now see the Honorable Governor and Chief Minister of Gujarat proceeding to receive the guests.
It's a perfect day to be in Ahmedabad today. The weather seems to be just right. It's not too hot and definitely not too cold, and a gentle breeze.
Well, the weather seems to be endorsing the India's tradition of Atithi Devo Bhava,
which translates to the guest is deified in our country, and we always look as the guest, as our honor to have the guest over.
Chief Minister Gujarat, Shri Vijay Rupani, Honorable Governor Gujarat, Shri Acharya Devrat, other dignitaries.
And in the foreground you can see all the artists who will perform traditional dances from Gujarat and indeed from across the country. The Shanknath, the Manjira dance, the Hodu, and other performances. This is our way of saying howdy Trump, namaste Trump, welcome to India.
Well, it's enshrined in the Constitution of India as well. Part 4A, Article 51A talks about fundamental duties, which talks about 11 fundamental duties for every citizen. And one of them is to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. And in moments from now, President Trump and all of us will witness some mesmerizing music, folk dances. It would absolutely be a sight to behold. The colorful costumes.
And they're holding conches in their hands, so these are the artists who will perform the Shanknath, which is like a clarion call to invoke the gods and to thank the guest for arriving here on our land.
And the umbrellas that you see, that dance group will form part of a popular folk dance of Gujarat called Hudo. There'll be the Mishra Ras, Mevasi dance, another tribal dance form of Gujarat.
And all eyes are at the moment on top of the staircase of the aircraft to see the moment when President Trump arrives here in India. This is indeed one momentous occasion when two dynamic personalities meet.
Shank is the conch shell and Vandana means prayer. To welcome the American President Donald Trump, Shank Vandana will be done. The Shank is praised in Hindu scriptures as a giver of fame, longevity and prosperity. The season of spring certainly adding a dash of color.
And this is the beast, the presidential limousine. It is a very heavily armored car with its own GPS system, and it is of course so well guarded that nobody can attack it. In fact, the windows of this Cadillac never open. The driver's window opens only up to 3 inches to ensure the safety and security of the president.
The culture of Gujarat itself is wonderful, whether we talk about the Garba dance, the 9-day dance festival during Navratris, the culinary cuisines, and the son of the soil, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, arriving now to welcome the Honorable President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, and other distinguished guests. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given a clarion call of Ek Bharat, Shreshth Bharat. At the Howdy Modi event in September 2019, Prime Minister Modi had expressed, unity in diversity is our heritage. It's our speciality. And we can see it being showcased. It is the proof of our vibrant democracies. This is our power, our inspiration. Wherever we go, we take the principles of diversity and democracy along with us. And the Prime Minister, in his Mann Ki Baat address on All India Radio yesterday, said, from Kutch to Kohima, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, the vastness and diversity of our country fills every Indian with pride. We can experience it right now. It is always a moment of overwhelming joy. And more you discover it, Jasleen, the more remains to be discovered.
That's absolutely right. And when you talk about this pride in our country, in our traditions, in our culture, it goes along with us wherever in the world we go. So for the Indian diaspora, that umbilical cord with India always remains. There are a lot of Gujaratis in America, and this will be moments that they are watching and cherishing for themselves. That is why you say you can take an Indian out of India, but you can never take India out of an Indian.
Absolutely. Finally, that moment is going to arrive now, which people across the globe are anticipating to see. The personal chemistry between the two leaders is very good. Aspiring dreams, inspiring futures. Great countries, greater friendship. Two strong nations, one great friendship. Welcome to the World Heritage City of India. In fact, Ahmedabad is the first World Heritage City of India. Jaipur has also got added to that list. Stronger friendship, brighter future.
These are all slogans that we see on hoardings all around Ahmedabad to welcome President Trump.
Wow, what a colorful spectacle to behold in eyes. The beautiful, colorful umbrellas that shall form part of the Hudo folk dance of Gujarat. This is where dancers will be also clapping their hands in a rhythmic fashion. It's a shepherd folk dance performed by the Bharwad community. Viewers of Doordarshan cannot afford to miss that.